All right, man, we back. Goodfellas Sports TV. I want to squeeze a live in because I don't know if I'll be able to get to any boxing lives this weekend. Maybe go live for the Fulton fight. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But I will cover it. Well, not the Fulton fight. The mighty midget Tremaine Williams and Angelo Leo fight. I heard the card is still pretty good. I mean, it's great to see we get an opportunity talking about tomorrow's Showtime card where you get a replacement fight, which COVID is going through the air, and you get a great replacement fight. So looking forward to that fight as well. So I will be covering. I was going to do a prediction video, and the day before we was live, Fulton revealed that he had the row. So, but we back. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget you can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also have a Facebook group. All my social media links is in every video I do. So don't forget if you want to tap in on our Facebook group or you want to DM me or follow me on social media, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, League, Facebook group is all the way there. Once again, I do appreciate everybody who will tune in live, who will watch the replay coming in the middle of the stream. I tried to get this in way before, way before the Rockets game, but I had to figure out my vacuum wasn't working too well, so I got my vacuum working a little bit later in the day. So it just didn't happen the way I wanted it to happen. But we're gonna do it. We probably gonna I'm probably gonna cut into some of the Houston Rocket and the Dallas Maverick game, but I'm watching the in my room. I'm watching the Bucks and the Celtics, and it's a good game. NBA still got a great product, so I mean, it seemed like the product better than when it left off, but that's what happened when you kind of go cold turkey without sports. But once again, do appreciate it. Today we're gonna talk about Showtime firing the great racist Paulie Malignaggi. And you got some people out here defending Paulie and Paulie's not a racist, this, that, and the third. But I'm gonna cook on that for a minute. Then I'm gonna say why I'm asking why is Errol Spence and Danny Garcia pay-per-view. Of course, his butt buddy crew is gonna say, oh, Errol Spence is a pay-per-view star. Okay, his last two pay-per-views did less than Thurman and motherfucking Pacquiao pay-per-view combined. So, and then we're going to talk about little Leo and Teofimo Lopez update. I got a little update on that. Couple of rumors I forgot to talk about, or now they may be factual. Another day, Bushido salute, Mark, I see you. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the Gary Budd situation. They kind of took a turn for the worse because the alibis, Gary Russell alibis ain't matching up. So, do appreciate everybody for checking in. Don't forget if you want to make a donation, Cash App, PayPal is in the description. And the Cash App is Goodfella313. So if you want to do that, if not, man, best way you can help me out, fuck financially, is just share the video and thumbs up right now. But just keep sharing the videos. It's the best way you can help out. And it looked like my pick tonight on FanDuel. I broke even last night. Brook Lopez got to be hooping. All right, John Morant, I was cussing him out early. I got to fucking with that vacuum. That nigga got the hooping. So Brook Lopez ain't doing too bad. He already got my return for the night. So anytime you play FanDuel, your person's supposed to bring back 5 times their price in price. So if Brook Lopez is $5,000, he got to bring back, was it a 5 or 7 time return? I think it's a 5. We've been so long. So even if it's 7, he on track to really blow the doors off the gate. So some good NBA games today so far, man, that I've been watching. But yeah, man, let's talk about Paulie, man. Obviously, certain people taking credit for Paulie getting fired. I don't give a fuck who take credit for it. Um, you know, Paulie gone. Okay, he had been saying some racist shit. It just wasn't that the IFL TV interview. You know what I'm saying? Paulie is from a racist neighborhood in Brooklyn. Remember when he was like, he said that shit about Al Haymon fixed fights, he rigged fights, and this, that, and the third, and then he ended up signing to Al Haymon and stuff of that nature. And then, I mean, what killed me is this, bro. That's why I hate to bring like political views but boxing is based off politics and racism. You know what I'm saying? I hate to bring those views into it, right? But the same people that was outraged for Devin Haney saying a white boy, I'm never gonna let a white boy with me, right? Same people that was saying that was racist, oh Devin the racist, and then Devin apologized for it, right? There's a difference. He's apologized for that shit, right? Then Paulie come out here and say the white man is the dominant race in boxing, and people say, well, he's speaking fact. What fucking fact is that? What fact is the Eastern European fighter? He said in the 50s and the 40s that was a dominant or whatever the fucking time, like the 50s and the 60s. Nigga, did you hear about Sugar Ray Robinson, my dude? Jack Johnson, you know what I'm saying? Sonny Liston, Floyd Patterson. Like I said before, man, that whole interview was a sham. I didn't want him to get fired for that interview, but according, he been saying some other racist shit as well too that people ain't hip on. So I don't rock with you. I don't rock with you if you gonna tell Devin Haney, oh, he need to apologize for saying the white boy won't whoop me, and then you want to say, well, black people are just sensitive. Paulie Malignaggi, he didn't really mean nothing by it, but he really was speaking to shut the fuck up. Shut up. They kill me when it come to black people. You know, oh, you just too sensitive, and oh, they kill 4 or 5 of you, and it doesn't really matter. You know, you just stick up, and then as soon as they come, like Ellen DeGeneres, I ain't got no issue with Ellen, but as soon as the heat come down on her, all of a sudden Ellen want to step down. You know, as soon as all the sex traffic come up, niggas want to hang themselves, and whoop de whoop, and everybody want to oh man, killing themselves, and I ain't trying to hear that, bro. And it make me no difference if Paulie had a job or not. I don't even, man, like I said in my video, man, the day they did Adonis Stevenson and Alexander Gosvick, and then they also did Wilder and Fury 1, the commentary on both of those fights with Raul Marquez and Paulie, it was disgusting. Even if you see the house fighter getting the hell beat out of them on Top Rank ain't gonna do that, bro. They never gonna down the house fighter. HBO never did that. That night, that's kind of like when they were like, all right, HBO gone, we can get our run. People saying, oh, who Paulie go to this? I don't care where Paulie go. Paulie refused to apologize for what he said. I really like Paulie Malignaggi's, comment. His commentary been garbage for the last 2 or 3 years. But when Paulie get to talking about how Pacquiao was on steroids, when Paulie get to talking that junk, all of a sudden, they quiet, or they slamming Paulie Malignaggi. Paulie ain't no sneaky racist. He's a full blown out racist, bro. Full blown out racist, dude. And don't forget, Deontay Wilder tried to get him fired. Remember, he said Wilder tried to get me fired for. And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? Showtime lost Wilder services to Fox, and that probably had a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really checked. I don't have Showtime. I've been killed that motherfucking subscription. When boxing left HBO, I killed that subscription. You know what I'm saying? But it's so funny how some people get together and a whole motherfucking interview that was 1,000 times more racist than Devin Haney. What Devin Haney said, 1,000 times more racist. All of a sudden, Paulie get all the support in the world. See, that's why I kind of don't really talk about blacks and all that stuff no more. What's the point? You see how white people and all these other ethnic groups come around, and the raccoons come around and support Paulie Malignaggi? Man, the brothers try to support Devin, but then again, it was a lot of dudes that sit there and cross sides on Devin, and Devin, like Radio Raheem and Michelle Joy Phelps crossed on him and stuff. You know who him and Bill gonna run and do a fucking interview with? He gonna run and do an interview with them. That's why I don't care about the interview game, bro. For what? The same dudes that kick you down when you down, you go interview with them first and give the brothers a hard time. Man, please. I ain't going to nobody fucking crib, mansion, trap spot, crack spot, gym. I ain't doing that, bro. I ain't doing it. If I do it, it's going to be some hometown Detroit niggas. That's it. That's it. I ain't doing it for none of these dudes, bro, at all. Like I said before, it made me no difference if Paulie got fired. I did my video months ago about that IFL TV interview, and that was it. If they still had Paulie commentating, so be it. I don't even know too many good commentators in the game no more. It made me know. Usually I watch it on mute. I have my headphones banking my music, or I'll be doing something else, or whatever we doing. I'm just not really listening to what Paulie got to say. You rarely hear me talk about commentary now. Unless I go to the movie theater and I listen to the commentary. So, at the end of the day, it just show you people real true colors, bro. It do. It show you people true colors. First, they were so appalled about what Devin Haney say. Okay, it ain't like he said I ain't gonna let a cracker whoop me. He didn't say that. He ain't gonna let a white boy whoop me. And the white boy whoop him, y'all have y'all day to laugh and clown him. If a white boy don't whoop him, then you just shut up. But people, this is racist and this, that, and the third. Man, get out of here, man. White people the last people to be calling something racist. I'm just keeping it 100. They the last ones to be talking about trying to play the race card. You know what I'm saying? And Mexicans too, man. No offense to y'all, but shit, man, we it just seemed like we got it the hardest, bro. And I know the Mexican community, they go through what they go through. That's facts. But then again, they stick together. They stick together 10 toes down. Canelo can take a steroid shot right in his neck in front of the whole Mexican box community. They ain't see shit. You go to the black boxing community, take a black fighter, pick one. He take a shot, you're gonna have name me one black fighter on YouTube, on new media that's universally loved. Who? What black fighter is universally loved on new media? Who? Major, I ain't talking about no prospect, no. What fighter get love throughout the black community? Who? Who can we sit here and love and be like, man, I fuck with them? You know what? We create our own adversaries. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same for everybody. People that's pro Canelo turn people off. People that's pro Crawford, the little bit of fan base he got, turn people off. People that's pro Errol turn other people. It's the same thing. It ain't even Spence. I don't like that motherfucker. I'm just gonna keep it 100. And it's a few other dudes that don't like him as well too. He not universally loved. The little small percentage of Bud Crawford fans know what's up. Spence get a lot of love though, because he fight like a Mexican. So the Mexicans pretty much love him if he ain't fighting a Mexican, and the brothers love him. I'm just keeping it 100. Make sure y'all thumbs up the video and share it. But none of these dudes, man. These pro-militant black groups, and I've never claimed to be a pro-militant black boxing channel. Y'all tell me every time I pick somebody because they was black. Come on. I would pick him because he black, not because his jab good. Never gonna hear me say that. So, Mayweather was like the last one. You gotta go to Mayweather, Shane, Zab. I mean, of this era. You ain't gotta kick Bud down to raise Errol Spence up. CJ, I know who holding the fight up, and I know why the fight not happening. It's cool. At the end of the day, karma has a strange way of making itself back around. I never looked at this like this, and I'm gonna finish on Paulie and move on. I'm not gonna give him all the shine. All right. I was talking to my boy. We sit in his backyard and shit, right? Dogs playing and shit. So we chop it up like we do every now and again. And he was like, basically, the Warriors reap what they sow. When Zaza injured Kawhi Leonard a few years ago when he was playing for the Spurs, and he was cooking their ass. And then, last year when all the Warriors went down in the finals, he basically was like, that was karma for them injuring Kawhi a few years ago. And I'm like, yeah, karma don't always, or revenge don't always come in the form of, or fast in karma. But if you wait around long enough, what you reap is what you sow. If you go out there and pull some whole moves, you feel what I'm saying? Guess what? Whole shit gonna come back. And you sitting here, I wonder why this shit happening to me. The energy, good and bad, yin and yang. You may not get you might not reap what you sow immediately, but down the road, it's gonna come back. So, my whole thing about it is this. Paulie. You bash Devin Haney, but then you pull up Paulie. Is it an ethnic disconnect there? Maybe it is. Maybe it's an ethnic disconnect between us and everybody black people and everybody else. We always told to shut up, stop being sensitive. But then again, I'm put a number on it. Probably 70% of the fights Paulie called got a brother in it. Right? 70% of the Paulie fights he called on the card got a brother in it. Right? So they sit here and they shame us, and we supposed to shut up and take what we can get. You know, you got Al, Bob, Eddie, Oscar. They all telling us that we don't sell, right? Our money don't matter in boxing. They not gonna make two black fighters and put two black fighters in the ring together. They tell us that. They tell us that all the time, and they don't have to verbally tell it to us. We can physically see it. We can visually see and see this. They don't respect us. They don't respect us. And people talk about, well, you know, we got to support Errol Spence. Errol Spence don't respect us enough to give us the fight that we want to have, even before the car accident. So why would I take my hard-earned money that I earned, I grind for, that I hustle for? Hey, if anything, me talking about the fight, that's my contribution to the fight. Let's transition there. That fight ain't pay-per-view. I don't care what y'all individuals say. That fight ain't pay-per-view. And I'm explaining why, but let's get to the chat before we continue on. That fight ain't pay-per-view. I don't care what nobody say. He said Adrian Broner did take Paulie girl. James Jackson, KLD testimonies of God Underground. You're absolutely correct. Salute. Mark never supported Paulie. KLD said again, why did he get fired? Short version of the IFL TV interview he did on Devin Haney and Loma, saying he'd never lose to a white boy. Spence and Danny is not pay-per-view worthy. Bread Gang salute. Text tag, he answered me earlier. Benjamin Foe, it was Mayweather, but people turned their back on him. It ain't that people turn their back on Floyd Mayweather. Mayweather started just, you know, he did what typical motherfuckers do. They play the black card, they make it, and then they turn their back on their people. Or Mexicans help me get with our black people and help me get where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather, like I said before, man, Mayweather raccoon. You feel me? And at the same time, y'all can choose to support PBC and act like it's a black establishment all you want to. You know, Mayweather owns a piece of PBC. You know, and you know, Al Haymon speaks to us all the time. Look how he protecting Leo Santa Cruz. I mean, come on, I ain't got to get into that. You can believe what you want to believe. Cheeto, salute. I ain't trying to open nobody's eyes up. No, I don't know why any universal love. Nope. To be honest, bro, I feel like most of the brothers start watching boxing. Every Hispanic I know watch it though. And yeah, a lot of black people start watching it because what? I mean, they don't care. It don't cater towards us. It don't. That's like it's almost to the point like black people watching motherfucking NASCAR. Now you take your kid to a NASCAR race because it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Loud engines. They got setups, but you know, but obviously when you break it down and you learn the history of NASCAR, there's no place in it for black people. C-Dub say Hispanic pop runs boxing. They the ones supporting the most. That's why Al doing black and Latino shot. They don't support the most. That's a huge lie. It is pushed towards them the most. You know what I'm saying? Don't believe that bullshit. They push it towards them the most. They fight in Texas. They don't even fight in Northern California, my nigga. They fight in Southern California. They got some Hispanic, you know, Puerto Rican population in New York. If they could, they'd do more fights in Florida. You know, it's a reason why they don't fight. I don't like fighting in D.C. and spending money for a venue. And Jared Hurd got to fight at the Armory or somewhere the hell else he fought at. George Mason. It's a reason why they don't do a fight in Atlanta. You know, Tank got a fight done in Atlanta. You know, they did that because they ain't really had nothing to lose, but they ain't doing fights in Atlanta like that. There's a reason why they go to Vegas. There's a reason why they won't put two black fighters on the card in Vegas. Not no more. This ain't, Hagler and Hearns no more. They won't do that because they don't want all them black people in Vegas, and we got a stigma of us being ignorant, and that's not true. If you really buy into that, man, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You create a product, blacks will buy it, bro. Blacks spend more money on Gucci, Prada, Jordan shoes, LeBron shoes, Nike shoes. They spend more money on stuff of that nature. They spend more money on that stuff. So you telling me if you really sat there and you built up Errol Spence and motherfucking Errol Spence, and Terence Crawford the way it was supposed to, that it wouldn't be Black Hollywood wherever you put that fight at? Crazy. Everything in boxing is catered to the Mexican fighter. If the Mexicans were so great, why the fuck boxing dying without the white dollar, without the black dollar, without the Arab dollar, without the Puerto Rican dollar? Well, if the Mexicans held down boxing so much, and no offense to them, they are the number one fan base because everything is versed towards them. Everything is pushed towards them. If they the great ones, if they the greatest fans, why is boxing on the brink of extinction? You got to put a gun to Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp in them head for them to talk about boxing. You remember you were talking about a minority in the United States, not the majority. The majority, you talking about a minority. You can say they love boxing all you want to, but if the Mexican people are such great and lucrative fans, why is boxing in the position it is? Tell me that. Tell me why is boxing, C-Dub? No, black people do care about boxing. Now you playing into a narrative that you don't know nothing about. Black people do care about boxing. You going off your head. How can we not care about something that we per se dominate? How? How you had Devin Haney from San Francisco and get no support? You crazy. You got local rappers that get support. You know what I'm saying? You got local movie actors that get support. You don't know what you're talking about. They don't just care about Gucci. Black people gonna spend money. Go back and look at Hagler and Hearns, my dude. Go back and look at that fight and see how many black people was at that fight. Gangsters, dope dealers, traffic brick flippers. It was Black Hollywood. They just don't make no fights for us. No, we don't. They care about boxing. They don't do no fights in Indianapolis no more, Milwaukee. They don't do no fights in Detroit. They just had a few fights in Philadelphia. They don't kill the black circuit no more. You don't know what you're talking about. If catering to the Mexican fan is so lucrative, why is the sport dying? Why is Al Haymon buying half the arena and comping the tickets through casinos? Why is this tickets $30 when it ain't no major casino around like at the Barclays Center? Why is they giving tickets away? If boxing is so lucrative in the system that they're using, why is everybody losing money? Why is everybody losing money? Why did football become the most popular sport over baseball and over basketball? Why did it? It was a great product and it was on free TV. Straight up and down, football wasn't always king. Jordan was the 90s. That's a fact. Jordan single-handedly took the baton from Bird and Magic and took the NBA to heights that it still ain't seen again. People don't care about boxing because it's not for black people no more. That's what you don't understand. It's marketing. They don't market towards black people. That's why you never got Wilder and Joshua. That's why you're never going to get Terence and Errol. Had it been Errol Spence versus Bobby Ho, that fight would be made. Y'all be talking about some shit y'all don't know nothing about, bro. Nothing about it. How can somebody care for something when it's not catered or marketed or promoted to that demographic? Tell me. If they promoted and marketed lacrosse in inner city schools, mother niggas would be playing lacrosse. If they did boxing clinics, General Pender salute, long time no see. If they did boxing clinics at the high schools, You know what I'm saying? And they built gyms in the high school and they had buses to take the black kids to the gym. Boxing would be spread out throughout the ghettos in the neighborhood. People would love doing boxing. But when I look out, all I gotta do is pick up a basketball and hoop. That's all they know. If they have baseball clinics for black kids, you'll see a whole bunch of more black kids playing baseball. They don't cater it towards us. It ain't that the parents can't afford it. Kids walking around with $1,000, $100, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollar outfits. What is it to buy some gloves, some headgear, and some motherfucking mouthpiece and some shorts? If they tried to market boxing, if they came and did local shows and gave the kids tickets, you know how much fan base they would build? If they did fights in Detroit again, in Indianapolis and Milwaukee, in Ohio, it's huge fight fans. I've been to local shows where they sell out. And it's really no prominent fight on the card. But all they want to do is that's like doing the same thing and expecting a different result. It's insanity. Fighting in Southern California, taking a loss, giving away 5,000 Errol Spence tickets and Porter tickets. It's insanity. Putting a fight on in Texas and you selling and you giving and Jerry Jones buying Errol Spence tickets and giving away. It's insanity. You losing money doing the same thing over and over again. He said I tried to cash app you. The link in the description, CJ Good 313. The cash app username in the description. It should be on there, bro. CJ Good 313. You probably got a space or something in there. Let me make sure they ain't shut my shit down. It's still up, bro. You gotta use the money sign, but it's CJ Good 313. So shout out to Vinny Ochoa. Appreciate the thought though. It's about marketing. This is something y'all don't know nothing about, bro. You speaking on something. Oh, black people don't care. How can I care about something if I'm not aware? It's a thing. Once again, if they start promoting NASCAR, if they start promoting lacrosse in schools and to the youth and start doing shows and clinics, man, black people love boxing. But then again, it ain't even got to be about that. You put Crawford and Errol Spence talking shit to each other, and you syndicate that across radio stations and across new media, people gonna watch that fight. People ain't care about Floyd Mayweather and Oscar De La Hoya fighting until Floyd started talking that shit. I think they have boxing in schools in the UK. I mean, I'm not even talking about having it at the schools. Doing an after school program where somebody phone you, bust the kids to the gym. You gotta have it in schools. So people don't understand. If black people knew it was going down, they would do it. Especially if you put a fight like that, Errol Spence and Crawford in Memphis or Atlanta. You crazy if they market it's not gonna sell. They'd rather put Tank and Leo on pay-per-view and lose all the money in the world than put some money. They lost all that money fucking with Wilder and Fury too. Fox, ESPN, doing all this cooking and this supposed promotion, and it still failed to do 1 million pay-per-views. Come on, get out of here. It still failed to do 1 million. So it's something that's not going right. They don't know how to promote. They talking, oh, the Mexican fans are the fans that push back. Man, last time I seen Canelo fight, it was empty. He was waiting on UFC, and that's a fact. Black people can't care about nothing that they don't know that exists. Mark Pinkerton, salute. He said Friday and Wednesday night fights used to hit. Yeah, all that market, but everybody want the big money. Everybody wanted to be the main event. You know what I'm saying? That's why wrestling's still huge. It come on Tuesday and Thursday when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? That's why football got so huge. It was a great product, and you got to see it on Monday, Sunday, not Thursday. You know, you can see it on different days a week when you see boxing. A lot of kids and adults don't even have Showtime no more, bro. They don't have HBO no more. He said, how can you promote dudes that scared to fight each other? Make them fight. If Al got the damn power, Al can make anybody fight. Read the contract. Read that lawsuit. He don't want to. Mr. Glory said too many unnecessary pay-per-view fights. Yeah, they got me off my pivot. You know what I'm saying, man? It's not all blacks. You have your hardcore boxing fans, but hardcore don't mean nothing. That make up a small percentage of the 350 plus million Americans. Hardcore fans don't mean nothing. It doesn't mean absolutely nothing. Those Mexican fans you speaking on that spend money are casuals. Real Mexican boxing fans don't like Canelo. I've met them. I've talked to them. They hate him with a passion. They want to eliminate the black fighter. If they could, they would replace the black fighter with a white and Mexican. They want to eliminate the black fighter. It's always been that way. It's a fact. Christian Bay, salute. Brooklyn in the house. They want to eliminate them. But y'all not ready for that conversation yet. Damn, Giannis out there hooping, but he about to fall out. Let me see how many fantasy points before I get into Errol Spence. I'm about to eat to this shit. Shout out to Vinny Cho. Appreciate the love. I ain't gonna read your comment because I ain't giving that nigga no shine. How many points? How many fantasy? Oh man, I'm out the money altogether. What's going on? Oh, Giannis got 60. Man. Boy, Valanciunas fucked me over good tonight. DJ McCullum held it down for your boy though. 50 ball. Lothario, salute. Black reality TV, salute. But yeah, man. I mean, when you look at Errol Spence, man, as we get ready for this Rockets game, we look at Errol Spence and Danny Garcia. How can you justify this being pay-per-view? With logic. You know, not thinking with your fanboyism. With logic, how can you tell me that Danny Garcia and Errol Spence is pay-per-view? I mean, let's have this conversation. I don't want to be on here long, but if we got to be here long, I got the fucking game on my TV screen. Let's Mason wake up and got to use the bathroom. That's the only way I'm going to pause this shit. So please, justify to me how Errol Spence and Danny Garcia is a pay-per-view fight. I mean, let's just say the pandemic didn't even fucking exist. Let's just say it's a regular November 21st. It was a good-ass day. You know, if you in LA, it's 60 degrees. You feel me? They gonna fight at the Staples Center, right? Let's just say in this hypothetical. How can you justify in a perfect sane world that this is a fight that's worth $75? Shout out to KD Trey 5 from the UK. Salute. Justify that to me. Talk to me in the chat. Talk to me. You ain't got the super chat. Talk to me. How can you say this is a pay-per-view fight? Now, while you continue to type on your phones, your iPads, your iPhones, your Samsungs, or your computers, whatever you're doing, don't hesitate to hit the thumbs up button and share the goddamn video. Right? So, at the end of the day, justify that to me. So, we go through Danny Garcia's resume, right? And you look at BoxRec, always use Brave Browser Brave. Got the best hidden tabs, all that. He said to attract Puerto Rican. He ain't got no Puerto Rican fans. Felix Verdojo, he fought in Puerto Rico, and he lost all the little fans he got when Mauricio Herrera went there and put all them hands on him. You thought Mauricio Herrera was Goro from Mortal Kombat the way he put hands on him. All Stop Sports, he said, what's good? Not pay-per-view to me, family. Salute. It's not pay-per-view fight at all. Put it on free TV. They selling the fighters and not the fight. Exactly, bro. Look at Danny Garcia's fucking resume, bro. His first fight at welterweight, I think, was versus Rod Salka. It might have been at a catchweight. It says at welterweight. Then he fought Loma at a catchweight, I believe it was. All right? He KO'd Salka. He got a gift versus Lamont in a lot of people's opinion. He stopped Paulie, but he kind of struggled to stop Paulie. He struggled versus Robert Guerrero, right? He won the WBC belt. He fought Samuel Vargas. He fought Keith Thurman in 2017, lost. Split decision with some whole shit. He lost. He fought Brandon Rios after taking almost a year off, right? Then he loses to Sean Porter in 18. He beat Granados in 19. He struggled and he didn't look good versus Red Cash in 20. So how How is Errol Spence commercial? He's not commercial, bro. He's not commercial. You want me to go outside and take my phone and ask niggas in the hood after they heard of Errol Spence? Never. He's not a commercial name, bro. If he's a commercial name, why he never did $1 million on Showtime? And a lot of people say Deontay Wilder wasn't a commercial name before he fought Tyson Fury. He did $1 million on Showtime. So how is he a commercial name? How? How? Commercially, they talk about Michael Jordan. Commercially, they talk about LeBron. Commercially, they talk about Floyd. Manny Pacquiao ain't even really a commercial. He not a hot commodity no more. Manny Pacquiao can't even do 1 million pay-per-views no more. Just coming off an accident is gonna sell. Most people don't even know that accident. They didn't even know it existed, bro. Now the accident makes the fight more intriguing. I agree. But let's put it to you this way, since we got some Errol Spence people in the building. Let's put it to you this way. In 2016, Keith Thurman fought Sean Porter on free TV. On free TV. He fought Sean Porter on free TV. CBS. They're supposed to fight on my birthday, I think. And then it got pushed back. Keith got into this car accident. 2017, Keith Thurman fought Danny Garcia on free TV, CBS. Right? It was free. Now, it's to be said that version of Sean Porter and Danny Garcia that Keith fought is a better version of the Danny Garcia and Sean Porter Spence fought, right? So let's continue to go on. In 2018, Danny Garcia and Sean Porter fought on Showtime. They didn't do $1 million. They didn't do $1 million viewership on Showtime. 1 million people did not tune in and watch Booster Porter and Danny Garcia fight. So now you telling me in 2020 that you want to take raggedy ass Danny Garcia, who ain't done nothing in his career since leaving 140, but rob and still wins, didn't run a real belt. Guerrero wasn't that was a vacant belt him and Guerrero fought for. And you're going to tell me and it's going to be a shitty ass undercard to pay $75 to help. Man, you out your damn mind. That ain't no pay. If you wanted the pay-per-view fight, you should have put Pacquiao and Errol Spence on. Then that's something that we can get behind. They crazy. This is a regular TV fight. This is basic fight. Basic ASICs fight. It's basics. It's a basic fight. How many people live in the great state of Texas? Talk to me. How many 704 people? 704. How many great people live in the great state of Texas? How many? 29 million people. Games PP salute. 29 million people live in the great state of Texas. Shout out to El Paso, San Antonio, Dallas, Killeen, Houston. Right? How many people live in a great state of 29 million people live in the great state of Texas. 29. 21 big buckaroos. He ain't gonna get 1% of that to buy his pay-per-view. Not 1%. Meanwhile, UFC putting on the Nigerian Nyquil and Jorge Masvidal, and they did 1.4. Well, the UFC had 8,000 championship fights on the card, and the card was really good. Hey, man, for $85 a pop, $75 a pop. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, Errol Smith had some great fights on the undercard. Put Tank ass on the undercard in Leo Santa Cruz. So what's the difference between Jorge Masvidal and Usman? Remember, fans don't buy the undercard. You can add up Errol Spence pay-per-view with Danny, Sean, and Mikey. He ain't gonna do 1.4. He ain't even gonna do the 4 damn near. I say that jokingly. He ain't gonna do the 4. And the majority of people, that is gonna pay for it, that's gonna say, "Oh, it is pay-per-view. I'm gonna buy it," and they ain't gonna buy it. They ain't gonna buy it. Tell me I'm lying. The majority of people that say, "I'm gonna get behind this fight," the only time they gonna get behind this fight is to retweet motherfucking Fox PBC. Is to comment in here and, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna buy the fight." Nigga ain't gonna buy no fight. You can't even get out your mama basement. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna buy no fight. Ain't got no cable. They gonna be trying to stream it on their little motherfucking Moto Z phone or whatever. Get out of here, man. A lot of these niggas, "Oh, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy it." Man, please. Turn out him and Sean Porter did 200,000. I'm gonna buy it. Niggas ain't gonna buy shit. Who gonna take $85? Shit, $85, you get you a threesome and a little half pint of Hennessy. Get out of here, bro. Y'all ain't gonna buy that fight. People be killing me. "Oh, I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna pay for it." They ain't gonna buy shit. Can't even buy a ticket to get up the street. A bus ticket to get up the street. People be killing me. "I'm gonna buy it. I was gonna buy it. I was gonna pay for it, Master Al. They ain't gonna buy nothing." And then they gonna lie about the number. "Oh yeah, he did 800,000. Get out of here." Remember they was trying to say Deontay did 1.3? Sad. Wilder 1 and 2 couldn't do what UFC Usman and motherfucking Jorge Masvidal did. Come on. There's a reason why, UFC moved on from Fox to ESPN. Get out of here. And then y'all be talking about Al like he biblical or something. He let Tyson Fury go on SmackDown and get his shine on. Deontay Wilder supposed to be fighting on Fox, and Tyson Fury the one on WWE getting the bag. Man, get out of here, man. Quan salute, Chuck salute. Get out of here. Sugar Short salute. They crazy, bro. Oh, Al love his fight. He love his black fighters. Tyson Fury. Here comes Tyson Fury on SmackDown. Last time I checked, don't PBC got to deal with Fox? And here comes Tyson Fury. "If you smell la 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 la, what Fury is cooking." Get out of here, man. Fuck out of here. They was promoting. They 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 was promoting, dog. Dude. They was promoting Tyson Fury, and he was signed to Top Rank. I was like, man, SmackDown must be coming on ESPN now. Come on, Al couldn't make that call. He made that call for Floyd to go over to SmackDown. And he on UFC 4. Where Deontay Wilder at? Him and AJ. AJ got iced and still on there. But this is y'all king. Y'all everything. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, dog. They gonna make Fury and motherfucking AJ expeditiously. Come on, man. Y'all talking to me, talking about Errol Spencer star. I go outside and ask anybody. What number? Who? Talking about Errol Flynn? He no star, and Danny Garcia ain't no star. Stars don't do the numbers he did on Showtime versus Ivan Redcash. They don't do that. You ain't no star if you ain't never reached 1 million on Showtime. You can't even be a star. Let's just spit facts. Let's just spit facts. You can't even be a star if you can't even begin to talk about you a star if you fought on Showtime and never touched 1 million views. And that's a fact. Only person to do so I can remember is Deontay Wilder in the immediate in the last couple years. Talking about you're 75. Get out of here, bro. I challenge you niggas that said that's going hard for Errol. Show me your cable receipt, bro. Show me your receipt you bought, you paid for it. I challenge you. Bet they don't show you their receipt. They gonna be on motherfucking crack streams. They gonna be on IPTVs and They gonna be on all these other streams just like us, buffering. This there ain't nobody paying for that, bro. And on top of that, AB ain't touched a mill on Showtime, bro. Nope. Just up under it, like 950,000 with Mikey Garcia. He ain't touched a mill neither. On HBO, he did. Just up under it. But we talking about doing this on, talking about Showtime. At the end of the day, how can you build the fan base fighting on pay-per-view? You can't. You can't build the fan base fighting on pay-per-view. How can you make a pay-per-view star fighting on the closed network? Come on, they can't even afford these fights no more. They can't even afford these fights no more to the point they got thrown on pay-per-view. I challenge you right now. Let's start right now. I challenge you to show me where Danny Garcia is a pay-per-view guy at. I challenge you at welterweight to show me where he a pay-per-view guy at. And this ain't hey, look here. This ain't no Floyd Mayweather shit where he can carry Bird on. Errol Spence doing what, bro? His first two pay-per-views did a half. Reportedly at 530. He ain't doing no numbers, nigga. He ain't doing no Pacquiao. Look here, man. If Pacquiao can't do $1 million no more, how you expect Errol to do $1 million? Tell me that. Seriously, if Pacquiao can't do $1 million, dog, with Keith Thurman, what they do? 500,000-600,000, something like that. If Pacquiao can't do $1 million, how y'all expect Errol to do $1 million? Even if Errol fought Pacquiao fought Terence, however you want to slice the cake, they ain't doing no $1 million. If ESPN and Fox couldn't get Wilder and Fury over the hump, how they gonna get Errol and Manny over the hump? They ain't doing no $1 million. There may not be $1 million boxing fans in America no more. Real talk. There may not be $1 million boxing fans. Ain't nobody buying that shit. Y'all can talk all the shit y'all want to. But me, you, God, and your baby mamas, no, you ain't paying for it. November 21st, right? You talking about COVID coming. You talking about the election coming. You talking about holiday season coming where Black Friday, Christmas shopping, birthdays, New Year. And y'all niggas ain't paying for that shit. Come on, stop playing with me. Stop lying, bro. Stop lying. Now, if we was in the UFC, I believe it. White people spend money. They do. Them UFC fans spend, them the real money spenders. Them white fans spend money. Them the real money spenders. And they the real cat pillars too. Go check out the white people gun little safe. They got gas for days. Y'all, some of you niggas think y'all bad like Mike. Motherfuckers got shit y'all never heard of. Shotguns, ARs, Ks. You know what I'm saying? 2.5s, 2.2s. They spend real money. And they spend money on stuff that matter. Not cars, Gucci belts, flip-flops, and, chargers on 28% ARP interest. No, they spend money on guns, fool. You ain't never seen somebody create a business that's versed towards black people. Let's just keep it real. That's versed towards black people or some other minorities. No, they business is really catered to somebody like that's gonna spend money. You go out there and you create a black chicken spot and see how many niggas come in there and spend money. You create a chicken spot that's fan friendly or family friendly for all ethnic backgrounds and see how many people come and spend money. You niggas ain't spending money like that, especially during that time. Especially during that time. I ain't spending no money. Y'all ain't gotta fool me, bro. Let Jordan drop some motherfucking Jordans on November 21st. Y'all gonna go spend $200 quick. Y'all gonna go spend $200 quick before y'all spend $75 to watch Errol beat up that Puerto Rican boy. And that Puerto Rican boy ain't got no Puerto Rican following neither. Tell me I'm lying. Herrera took all the little Puerto Rican fans he had. The little spare change Puerto Rican fans he had, Herrera beat the shit out of them. Give a fuck. White people spend money. What you talking about? Am I lying? Shit. The UFC 1.4, nigga. You niggas ain't spending no money on this bullshit ass fight. Tell me I'm lying. I bought more pay per views than everybody in this chat in my lifetime. I bought way more pay per views, guaranteed. I bought way more pay per views. A lot of you niggas don't even got a cable bill in your name. I ain't never bought a UFC pay per view, but I bought a lot of boxing pay per view, and I'm fed up. I've been spending my money, and I supported a lot of the pay per views via the movie theater or going to Dave and Buster's or whatever it was. A lot of y'all favorite fighters, I seen them fight. Y'all ain't even never seen a lot of y'all favorite fighters fight. I seen a lot of my favorite fighters fight. So a lot of people coming in here talking about, oh, I'm an Earl Spence supporter, or I'm a Charlo supporter, I'm an AB. You ain't even never seen the majority of them niggas fight. Let alone bought a pay-per-view. I bought all Mayweather shit. Besides like Arturo Gotti. I bought some Pacquiao's. You know what I'm saying? So I bought my pay-per-views, bro. And I supported the fighters to the T. Seeing the Charlos fight, seeing Broner fight, seeing Vargas fight, seeing Ishe Smith fight. Keep going on and on and on and on again. Seeing Golovkin fight, seeing Jacobs fight, seeing Chocolito fight, seeing Sorva Riebenstein fight. Oh, come on, man. A lot of y'all motherfuckers ain't supporting. Y'all just talking, bro. Y'all just talking. And I mean what I say. Y'all just talking. Y'all ain't supporting nothing, bro. Be killing me all this. I'm buying it. And you ain't even got no gas money to get around the corner. Talking about you gonna buy a pay-per-view. How you gonna buy a pay-per-view and ain't got cable? You ain't got Wi-Fi. Stop playing with me, bro. If we had so many of these whistleblowers that really bought pay-per-view, this nigga be doing at least $500,000. But nobody want to talk about how Jerry Jones had to buy his tickets. How Al Haymon bought the tickets and comp them through the casinos, or he buy the tickets and give away to make it seem like fans there. Man, get out of here with that shit, man. Get out of here with that. Y'all want to talk about Bob and Eddie and like Al doing so much better, man. Al can't even make the fights that we need to see on his side of the street. Lawrence, salute. Straight up and down, I'm streaming that shit. If they had it at the movie theaters, I consider it. I spend $20. Nothing. But spending $75, you crazy as fuck. I'll go get me some liquor, some wings, or I'll go to Dave & Buster's and eat appetizer and drink shit all night off that. All I gotta get there is before the $10 cover charge come on. And if they do that, I can pay $10. I can go pay $10, give me a game card, shit with some chicks, and eat chicken wings and all type. Man, please, man. I ain't wasting no money. I'm a grown ass man. I ain't wasting no money. I ain't paying no. I remember I paid. We chipped in on Chad Dawson and Bernard Hopkins and shit. And I told my girl, my boy mama, I said, don't buy that shit. I said, don't buy it, but we chipped in. I chipped down here. And motherfucking my shoulder. Man, wasn't no real punches landed. He said I paid for Waters last. I went to Dave and Buster's, bro. We could have chipped in and bought that, but I wasn't doing that. Undercard was too bad. He said Dwight doing a great job with Bud. It is what it is. It's been a narrative that Top Rank can't promote black fighters. Al ain't doing shit with Errol Spence. Y'all be killing me. Errol Spence 30 years old and finally unified. Get out. Errol Spence just did what Keith Thurman did. So how's that doing a great job with Errol Spence? Errol Spence supposed to have been coming out the Olympics. He had the following. He fought in the Olympics. I mean, Gary Russell was the star in the Olympics. Remember, he was the prima donna in the Olympics. He didn't medal because he got sick. So he had a Gary Russell as an Olympic star, Errol Spence as an Olympic star. You know what I'm saying? Deontay Wilder medal. What has he done with them niggas? Wilder ain't touched 2 belts together in a 20 belt era, nigga. In a 20 belt era. Y'all just looking at the glass half full with Errol Spence, when really it's a quarter full. What has he done in boxing? You got a 30-year-old dude who fought as high as middleweight, fought at 54, came down to 47, and he's accomplished what? Everything that Keith Thurman did. He just it's like you batting cleanup. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I got a chick from high school, y'all all hitting it. Errol Spence just hitting it after everybody else. Floyd hit it first, Pacquiao hit it, Keith hit it, and then Errol get the cum rag. Real talk. Errol get the cum rag. What has he done that's superior? What has he done different from Keith Thurman? Al's done a great job with Earl's. What? Keith fought at 54, came down to 47. Errol fought at 54, came down to 47. Keith had 2 belts. Errol had 2 belts. Keith fought Danny and Sean. Errol fought Danny and Sean. Come on, what has he done different? Talk to me. Greg, salute. Where's Finesse Garcia? Talk to me, bruh. Talk to me. What has he done that's different? What has he done that's superior? What has he done? Corey Spinkson's Ab Judah was undisputed 3-belt and undisputed at 47. Has he ever got a ring belt? No. What has he done but beat up on smaller guys? But do what Keith Thurman done. If you say Errol a Hall of Famer and Keith ain't a Hall of Famer, it's a disconnect there. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, he's done a great job and he's done some unbelievable things with Errol Spence. Nigga, where? Yeah, I'm watching the game right now. It's 8-9. Oh, Brody. Westbrook missed the layup, man. All on the floor and shit. Box needs to educate and cut out the middle, man. You ain't lying. That's what James Brown and Sam Cooke did. And got bread. You said he wanted to fight Bud with no. I'm perfectly fine with him fighting Danny Garcia. I'm perfectly fine if he would have took time off. I'm perfectly fine if he would have took a tune-up. I ain't no issue with it. But I'm not the nigga. I'm not the guy, 704 Joe. I'm not the dude that said no tune-ups. You know what I'm saying? Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao, Brian Kenny. What about Bud? Bud 2. I'm the top dog in the division. I'm going to whoop all y'all ass. Pacquiao call. I want to fight you. I fight you. Oh, wrong number. This ain't Man Down Promotions. You got a mayonnaise promotion. Click. Pacquiao again. I thought that Errol Spence. I want to fight Errol Spence. He went to car roof. Yes, Errol Spence. Let's expeditiously make this fight. Man down, wrong number. This man. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I'll fight anybody, anytime. You know, I'm still the king of one. Ain't nobody asked him to say that. We happy to see you talking. We actually happy to see you walking. We actually happy to see you hitting the wall. We just happy to see how you here, brother. I ain't put no gun to his head, and Brian Kenny ain't put no gun to his head and say, you got to fight Bud. You got to fight Danny. Hey, man, if he wanted to go out there and fight, you know, Rod Soccer, he earned that right. You know what I'm saying? Keith Thurman sat out for 22 months holding the belt. His idol, his blueprint layer. So see, I'm not the one that said that. Y'all be killing me like I'm lying or something. And if Danny Garcia go out there and knock his teeth out in that damn ring, you niggas gonna have, well, you know, nah, don't go take your nigga ass to the Devin Haney bandwagon. Nah, nigga. Don't try to go over there secure. Cause when Wilder go down, if he go down again, where y'all gonna run to? Who can I run to? And I need. Don't come out here and say I'm a Bud fan. Don't hop back on the Keith Thurman bandwagon. Y'all ran Keith Thurman name in the dirt for doing the same thing Errol Spence did. He said he didn't want to fight Errol right now. Errol said, I don't want to fight Bud right now before the accident. So many hypocrisy and so many hypocrisy comments by motherfucking Keith. Same thing with Errol. But y'all went against the grain. Was them racist ass Pacquiao fans. Y'all helped them bury Keith Thurman name in the mud. And look at you now. So what's the real definition of a raccoon? Huh? What's the real definition of it? Get out of here. Y'all can save it for me, bro. Danny ain't got no power. Are you fucking retarded, nigga? Danny ain't got this. This would be the hardest puncher Errol Spence ever faced. Talking about Danny ain't got no power. Crazy as hell. They gonna run the I ain't gonna run the boots. The majority of these Errol Spence fans is Virgil Ortiz fans. His basic, player 2 ass dude. He can't, man. He ain't shit. Be killing me, bruh. Dude's a joke. Who they gonna run to? Now they acting like they Gary Russell fans. Ain't that a bitch? They act like they Gary Russell fans now. When I was talking about blasting Leo Santa Cruz, I couldn't get one other channel or a few other channels to help me blast Leo Santa Cruz and say Gary Russell's name. All of a sudden, Gary Russell became the mascot of the local dummy box community, and he got them out there looking bad. Let's talk about Gary. Gary, I like Gary. Don't get me wrong, but hey, a spade, a spade. Gary go out here and say, yeah, nigga, Crawford walked up to me. Bow, I just fired on him. Bow, he grabbed his jaw. He fell to the ground. He went into a motherfucking coma. He started seizuring and shaking. And yeah, I sent him to the ambulance. I sent him home. I hit him so hard he woke up in Omaha. And he didn't even know. He clicked his heels twice, 3 times, and he was back at home in Omaha. You feel what I'm saying? The way he told it, he just went up to Crawford like my man's went up to Moley, and next Friday after next, bow! He just what up, nigga? Bow! The way he made it seem, bow! He was just knocked his jaw back to Nebraska. His jaw just had you back to the way he told it. Y'all eating it up. Oh yeah, here. This how you know niggas don't know nothing about boxing. They just fan. Oh here. Oh, Crawford don't want to see him. Oh, Crawford got to fight him. Oh man, he did that to me, nigga. I would have boom, bam, bam, down, and wouldn't even have done nothing. Y'all wasn't saying Gary Russell's name prior to that interview. Remember the time he had interviewed with Frederica? And he said that Floyd called him and told him to stop picking on Tank? How many people you seen do a video on that besides me? Maybe a couple. How many people? But then again, when Floyd Mayweather seen him at the Wilder Fury fight and brushed him off and told him to get out the way, Floyd was a bad guy. When they found out Floyd was part owner of PBC, all of a sudden it's quiet. They talking about who a raccoon, who ain't anti-black and all this, that, and the third. Floyd Mayweather supported Donald Sterling, Donald Trump, All Lives Matter, all that shit y'all supposed to be against. Get out of here with that, bro. All of a sudden, you couldn't. A lot of these dudes don't even know what weight Gary Russell fight at. 162 pounds. Oh, he fight at 119, bro. You know what I'm saying? Mark Davis said 119, bro. Don't even know the real weights. Most of the people don't even know weight classes below 140, bro. Yeah, he's a super duper middleweight. You know what I'm saying? He's a super whooper junior. A lightweight, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what weight classes it is, bro. He said this is Danny's 10th title defense. Put some 10th title defense. What are you defending? What Danny bringing to the table? Defense. Ain't no defense. He challenging. Maybe it's a little typo there. He challenging. No. But hey, maybe it was a typo. Oh yeah, Gary Russell. Yeah. He'd knock out Crawford out. Y'all better get out of here, man. Y'all crazy, dog. I pray to God that Fred be shopping at the Piggly Wiggly or he'd be at Publix and Bud and Bernie just show up, man, and just cold. See, Kenny didn't do him justice. Kenny needed to follow up. Matter of fact, if they run into Fred, because Fred know how not to run into them. If they run into Fred and Fred don't be scared, I just want to see one of them take their belt off and get that nigga whooping. I can't stand Uncle Ruckus barbershop conversation. I can't stand that brother, bro. I can't stand that nigga, man. That's why God took his hair. I can't stand that nigga, dog. On my mama, dog. He like the worst thing going in the box community. Him and the pedophile from Milwaukee. I can't stand them niggas, dog. I can't stand them. Them niggas talking about Gary Russell. He got to see Gary Russell. Man, please. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. You got to see Gary Russell. Please. I'll punch 7-8 in his fucking mouth. He ain't going to do shit. What he going to do? You got to see me then. If I punch you in your mouth, it ain't going to be no off guard or no sneak. Nigga, I'm going to spit on your bitch ass. I can't stand that hoe ass nigga. Want that fake ass jewelry? You can keep it. That be our little secret. Fuck out of here. Can't stand that nigga, man. I wish Kenny Porter would have just pushed his nose into his fucking cranium. And what's so funny is he fighting with Kenny, but 78 be talking to Kenny. Ain't that a bitch? Yeah, Gary Russell ain't no threat to no fucking welterweight. They be killing me, but Mark Davis said I come out of retirement and beat your ass. He said I come out of retirement and beat your ass. I seen it this morning. I seen Gary Russell, bro. He went live. He was, I was knocking this guy out. This wasn't no competitive out. He was mad because they thought he was, like, ain't nobody about to bag no lie up, bro. Like, it happened. Like, you made it seem like you walked up to him and just fired on him. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, what happened was basically, you know, everything Bud said what happened. He said Fred ain't make no videos on. Of course he ain't gonna make no videos on Mark and Carl Darkins. Of course he not, bro. He here to cause confusion and distractions. Girl, Bud would do Gary like that girl on the zone last week. Man, Gary need to be trying to fight Tank. You know what I'm saying? All these dudes. I mean, Gary got to get desperate, Zach. Salute. He got to get desperate because it's at the point where, like, he 32 years old. Him and Bud 32, probably about to be 33. His career is over with, basically. You know, he ain't getting no fights. He fight one time a year. You know what I'm saying? And y'all talk about how Black Al is. It is what it is. You can believe what you want to believe. It's sad. And before this happened, I consistently talked about Gary Russell need to get this fight and Tank ducking, but and people don't care. It's a popularity contest. It's a dick pulling contest. You know why they couldn't get Gary to Leo and the winner get Tank, and Tank just get a little tune up. Yeah, hey, look here, man. I'll buy Errol and Danny before I buy Tank and Leo, and I ain't buying neither one. And before you niggas get into y'all feelings, you Texas motherfuckers, I'm buying a Charlo card. I've been on record saying that. I'm buying that. I'm buying the Charlo card. So before niggas getting their feelings and say, oh, you just hating on Errol and you just don't like Texas and oh, you got a problem with Texas. I ain't got no damn problem with Texas. I'm buying the Charlo card. So what y'all got to say now? So what y'all got to say now? I'm buying the Charlo card. It's gonna be a way better card than Danny and Errol. I can guarantee that. He said Gary and Bud like they could be free. Yeah, they two solid dudes. Just happened, like, you know, just happened to be, you know, they got into an altercation. But Gary ain't lied. He said, you punch you get to talking reckless. You got to give him credit. He a man his word. What about Benavidez? What about Benavidez? He fighting on August 15th if everybody passed the test. But yeah, I heard, I'm talking about some rumors. I'm about to find me something and watch this game and shit. All right, where should we start at? I mean, I'll probably know this by now. I'll start off here. They set the venue for Microsoft Theater in LA for Danny and Errol. This a while ago. A lot of PBC fights will take place there due to the pandemic. Staples Center is another possible venue if there are fans allowed. A lot of PBC fights will take place at the Microsoft Theater, but if fans are allowed, they want to do the Staples Center. It makes sense because the Microsoft Theater is right next to the Staples Center. Aldir Alvarez and Joe Smith fighting in a title eliminator August 22nd. So, solid little fight. Chisora and Usyk may be for October 17th. Eddie hit up Bob for a fight between Kill and Crawford. I heard Thursday Gambo and Haney was supposed to be done. I guess they knocking out minor adjustments, or they just ain't announced it yet. PBC will be announcing their fights, y'all know, on the Jamal James and Thomas Lloyd card. Um, heard Kell Brook versus Crawford in the works. If they can't get Pacquiao, also heard Teofimo and Bob will get to an agreement soon on the money, so the fight will most likely take place October 3rd versus Loma. Juan Estrada would be returning October 3rd, hoping they can work out a deal with Chocolito. If not, he will fight rematch Quadres. Loma and Tio will be done deal soon. All fights for PBC will be announced August 8th. Okay, that's the date with Gourmet and Old Boy fight. Heard they still working on 3 more fights that will be part of the schedule. Amongst those is Lara and Rigondeaux in separate fights. So yeah, I heard that Loma and Tio gonna get done, so don't panic. I heard that Bob and Tio was gonna be close to money. So it's all about the money. Tio felt that 1.2 was low. That's his business. They should negotiate that through the media. That sound like a promoter or the opposite manager leaked that shit. So I heard that Bob and Tio working on the money deal. So that fight should be done pretty soon. So who's on that crunk card on August 20th? I don't know. To be honest. Um, salute Puritan in the house. EA Puritan hat. Egner, that dude ain't ready for Canelo yet, but they want to do it, so be it. Lara, Kata, Rigondeaux, Rashid Warren. I don't know. I ain't say no names. I heard they trying to make Lara a champion, a real champion. That only way that can happen. He got the regular belts. He fight Teixeira. Rigondeaux, I don't know who he fighting. Not sure. But I'm not sure. Maybe you're right. But other than that, yeah, you can see Loma and Tio gonna happen. Not sure what the money they gonna make it. They gonna fix it at, but people talking about T.O. We're gonna duck out of it. I also heard Ryan and Luke been done for like the last few days, and Oscar De La Hoya line saying it ain't done. So I've been heard Ryan and Luke was done, but they saying Oscar is out here lying saying it's not. So I don't know. Also, we also heard that Callum Smith and Golden Boy still not come to an agreement on Canelo. It's been talks about Canelo could fight Tuesday before Mexican Independence Day. So I did hear that. I heard Demetrius Andrade is a name that's willing to fight. He willing to take less money than what Callum Smith asked him for to fight Canelo. But the problem is the zone doesn't want to improve Demetrius Andrade because they want to do a UK opponent to break ground on the zone UK. So but Andrade is also in the running for Canelo. But the problem here is the zone don't want to prove it. Golden Boy want Quigley. They want Torian Johnson. The zone wants Callum Smith. And usually the zone will jump in and make up the difference. I know financially when there was a difference between Danny Jacobs and Canelo, they made up the difference between Danny and Canelo. So, I mean, at the end of the day, it makes me no difference. They more concerned about the zone UK subs than they concerned about American subs. Ain't nobody gonna tune in on whenever Canelo fight Callum Smith like that. The Kovalev was a pretty good matchup. If you didn't know the ins and outs of what happened, because Kovalev has somewhat of a name. Callum Smith has no name in America. I've seen him fight on several occasions, but I doubt it, man. Demetrius Andrade willing to take less. He willing to do whatever for the fight. What's so funny about it? The zone don't want him. They don't think UK subs will buy for the fight. So, for Demetrius Andrade to find out that you financially and you eligible to get that fight, and then LA 12 salute. I'll talk about that in a minute. You eligible to get that fight, and but then the company, the zone, don't want you to get the fight. It is what it is. I think Demetrius Andrade, he should have been signed with Al a long time ago. I think that's one guy that need to sign with Al. But at this point, Al ain't sitting here trying to make the best fights. Neither Al probably don't want to fuck with him because you pulled out that Charlo card. So, even if he do go to PBC ain't trying to look to sign some dude to a 3 or 4 fight deal, and he lose on the first attempt, and he a big name like Demetrius Andrade. Or also, you ain't looking for a guy like Demetrius Andrade to come over and beat your big stars. You know what I'm saying? So boxing is just a game of, it's kind of like ECW, WCW, and WWE. You know what I'm saying? Every now and again they can make a deal to send, Rob Van Dam over here to do this, and they can make a deal to send Goldberg to do this, but really, it's just separate networks. You know what I'm saying? It's like a Canadian Football League, Arena Football League, and the National Football League. It is what it is. They're not really looking to make the fights. Even if somebody's looking to make a fight, they don't want to make a fight. The sanction belt bodies try to create more belts so they can keep PBC people happy, top rank people happy, golden boy people happy. So that's why all the belts is there for, so they can't make one promoter and one manager mad. Ain't no real champions in boxing. You know what I'm saying? The last real champion in boxing was Terence Crawford. That's it. Crawford, he swept the belts. Loma or T.O. about to do the same thing. Those are real champions. As long as you out there and you got one belt, or you know what I'm saying, or you ain't fighting the best, how can you call yourself the best? And it's the WBC, the WBA, the WBA out there, the IBF out there. How can you call yourself the best? We all assume it. We seen a lot of times when we assume and somebody else get their ass whooped. We assume J Rock was one of the 3 or 4 best fighters at 154 pounds because he beat Jared Hurd. We assume Jared Hurd was one of the best fighters at 154 pounds because he beat Lawler and Trout and got some belts. At the end of the day, it turned out that neither one of them was amongst the best. Somebody, just because you win a belt or you hold 2 belts, not necessarily mean you the best in the division. You recognize as a champion or a title holder, but number 10 can whoop your ass. Number 5 can whoop your ass. You know what I'm saying? So people going around saying, oh, Crawford the best, or Errol the best, or Keith the best, or Manny the best. You don't know who the best is till they get into the ring with it. And cleaning out divisions ain't popular no more because of politics. You can have all the dog and all the want you want. You can want it bad. You can want it bad. You can want to go out there and be the best. But if boxing politics don't allow you to be the best, then you can't. But y'all got some questions? I'll answer. But yeah, somebody asked me about Demetrius Andrade and Fortuna. First, I was just listening to the interview, and I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. So then I read it. And it's everything that I said. Devin Haney ducked Fortuna. Care what Bill say. His son ducked Fortuna. That's a fact. His son ducked Jorge Linares. That's a fact. So that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? He can talk about, this, that, and the third. We fighting Gamboa. That was a cherry pick. That was handpicked. But T.O. ducked us and went to the IBF, and Loma dropped his belt. But then again, it's a pot. There's a pot calling the kettle black. Once again, you fucking ducked Fortuna. You ducked Linares. So if you claiming Loma ducked you, you feel me? At the end of the day, if you can't beat Loma, you can't beat Fortuna, then why the fuck we want to see you fight Lomachenko? See, once again, you can't believe nothing that these fighters say. You know what I'm saying? You can't believe it. They, or the daddy say, "Oh yeah, we ducked." Nah, you niggas ain't want that work. And people can understand Fortuna a tough and rough fight, but you can't be out here saying, "Oh, Loma ducking me and I want the worker." T.O. ducked out. He jumped out of that ranking for a world title, bro. He got a real world title, not no fake regular championship belt. And he fight Loma next. So how did T.O. dunk you? He dunked out of the tournament. Nobody care about that. You gonna fight in the tournament for a fake belt, or you gonna fight for the real thing and fight the top dog for undisputed? Straight up and down. You know? Come on, man. Y'all sit here and y'all believe in what he say and this, that, and that motherfucker straight lying. He lying, bro. And Gary's situation about Devin, I heard Al turn that shit down. He lying. Fortuna ain't got no reason to sit here and lie. Why would Fortuna want to duck out? Why? This use your common sense. Y'all can ask some questions. I'm gonna wrap it up real quick. I gotta go find some ECD dogs outside. Is Divine House gonna hit some shit, bro? This nigga motherfucking Luka Doncic out here turning the ball over. Let's see how we sitting before these questions come. And I finish up. Share the video. Appreciate it. Divine House got 2 points, bro. 2 funky ass points. Also only the first quarter. Damn, they scored 84 points in the first quarter. I'm about to cuss this nigga out, man. Westbrook ain't doing shit neither, nigga.
Oh, Harden out there hooping. Harden out there hooping. I don't know what Luka doing, but Harden out there hooping. He got me 29 points. Harden out there hooping. Harden out there hooping. What's I got? Harden out there hooping, but he said get off the Maverick. Man, shit, I got Luka Doncic and Porzingis tonight in my fan duel. I hope all them niggas score all the points. But no, that's here nor there, right? I got some boxing questions. I'll take them right now. But let's use common sense. Let's use common sense. Everybody in the motherfucking chat. All right. Sometimes you ain't got to know inside information to find the answer you're looking for. Let's just like common sense, right? Like the rapper from Chicago. I used to love her. Right? Or go. Why would Javier Fortuna turn down a title shot with Devin Haney to go fight Linares? Now he went out there and fought Joe Blow or Jigglypuff or some crackhead tune-up type of fight. Mind you, that this dude is fighting on his own. He's not going back to PBC to fight a cupcake. He's still fighting on his own. He's still fighting the title eliminator. So why would you still fight on his own, fight a respectable opponent in Linares, and you duck Devin Haney? Come on, bruh. Come on, dog. He telling the truth. He might be speaking in Dominican Spanish, but he telling the truth. If he ducked, why would he go back to PBC and get the Al bag, bro, versus easy opponent? He's staying on his own, fighting the title eliminator, and we all know it's Devin probably gonna fight Gamboa, claim he couldn't get T.O., he couldn't get Tank, he couldn't get Loma, who depends who win between all those fights. He gonna go to 40 or something like that. He's not gonna fight. If Ryan Garcia win, he'll fight Ryan. If Luke win, he'll fight Luke, but he ain't fighting the winner of Ryan and Luke, and then turn around fighting the winner of Linares and Fortuna. Guaranteed it. Fortuna ain't got no reason to lie. None. Ryan Garcia ducked the fade. Look, Devin ducked Linares and he ducked Fortuna. I stand by what my sources said. I ain't got no issue with Devin Haney. I don't hold no grudges. I'm just telling the facts. So he's sitting here talking about he the baddest around. Doom 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 doom. Doom 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 doom. Yeah, that motherfucker ain't bad. He might be off the wall. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't bad. I mean, people be killing me, bro. These motherfuckers are pillow talk you to death. Oh yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad. LL Cool J, they be around here ducking fades, bro. That's crazy, man. You come out here lying to fight hype. I'm ready for anybody. What about Fortuna? I'm ready for anybody. He ducked the fight. Come on, man. Y'all can listen to Bill talk that bullshit if y'all want to. You ain't gonna bullshit talk me. I know. I don't even need inside information. It's just common sense. But Jordan Moore said, what do you think about Shakur, Gary, or who's going to really test Shakur at 26? Burchett? That's a good fight, but I doubt if Gary and Shakur happen. I like Burchett versus either one. He went on Garcia. Oh, yeah, he went on the Boxing Voice talking shit about him. Tommy, salute. LA12 say, what do you think about Andre Ward and Shakur wanting Oscar Valdez instead of Burchett? Wanting Oscar Valdez fight instead of Burchett. I think they want Burchett fight first, but they want Oscar Valdez to get the Burchett winner. Man, I don't even need to see that slaughter. He's like Valdez. He ain't got it no more. You said Devin over Tank. I mean, yeah. I don't care about who better. I think Devin it should be better than Tank, but I don't think Tank that good no more because he ain't dedicated to his craft. One thing I say about Devin is dedicated to his craft. He a hard worker, and him and his daddy they work hard. Javier's a tough fight for anybody. Yeah, it's a tough fight. I like Linares to edge him out though, but he's a tough fight. I swear I was bagging Gary, but now I'm on Gary here. Like, move up to 30 and get the WBC Bill Burchett, make your own lane. People too scared to fight you. He said, Mr. Lloyd said Kenny and Sean are severely unappreciated in boxing. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can agree with that. They fought, Sean fight anybody, so yeah, I agree. Tex Tech, I want to see Devin and Tank footage. Supposedly Tank got that work put on him. I mean, that's what Devin say. They also say Tank dropped that motherfucker one time, so it is what it is. If he dropped him with headgear, that'd be interesting. Gary been saying he coming after Burchett Bell for how long? He's still at 26. Last I heard, yep. I'm not sold on Shakur. I mean, it's early. But you can't be sold on fucking Devin. Shakur used to be beating on Devin ass, but that's fine. I think Devin got more, physical, potential for power. Shakur's technique, bro. That's gonna carry him a long way. I like him. But we don't know till he get cracked. So you got a point. We don't know till none of these dudes get cracked. I think the first one that's gonna get cracked is gonna be Ryan Garcia. So we'll see Garcia beat Spence. Will shake up the division. Ikemba K. I mean, yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. Um, I believe it when that fight happened. With all the COVID and stuff going around, Errol Spence is still allegedly ain't sparred yet, so maybe he's dead. I don't know, but I'll be crossing my fingers. Danny Garcia and Errol Spence happen. So you just never know in today's world. I thought Bob would be smart enough to snatch up Formella, make Bud a unified champion. You can't unify the IBO. Nobody care about the IBO. Get out of here. Zach 34, who you got? Shakur Burchett. That's a tough one. I don't know. I think my fandom would be with Shakur, but he just don't know. Burchett don't like fighting black fighters and bigger fighters. He got KO'd by a bigger fighter. Tank and Leo. Tank. Who is Sean Porter and Keith Thurman fighting? Sean Porter is fighting the IBO, the welterweight champion, and I don't know who Keith Thurman fighting. So they wanted to make Keith and Sean too, but Keith didn't want to do it coming off an injury. So Tank and Leo, yeah, Tank shouldn't have no struggle with Leo. If Leo win 3 rounds versus Tank, man, I don't want to hear shit else from Tank until he get his life together. So that's all. I appreciate y'all, man. Keep sharing the videos. I'm about to enjoy this good game. Appreciate this love, the support. Keep sharing. Y'all know what it is. One time.